grade 5 children. Victoria, Rebecca, Lorraine, Darren, Nicola, Natasha, and Caroline. And Fiona, who will be joining us for the character work later on. We are now expecting the children to work some fifth position. Pliés. Here, the plié setting is similar to grades 3 and 4, but a simple port de bras is used with the grand plié. There is also a sustained rise at the end, using a full port de bras through fifth position. This exercise is the same for girls and boys, but in the boys' demi-plié we have omitted the use of the breathing arm. This exercise for battement tendu is now taken en croix with transfer of weight and uses the major's heads and arms. For quicker use of the foot, battement tendu is now taken in one count. Here we introduce petit retiré passé in an exercise which combines battement glissé, again to encourage quicker footwork. An exercise which combines battement glissé, again to encourage quicker footwork. This exercise begins with demi-assemblé soutenu à terre, en dehors and en dedans in 4 counts, and then uses the full assemblé soutenu à terre in 4 counts. We have also included the use of battement cloche à terre to remind children of the essential use of the floor. Battement fondu à terre and rond de jambe à terre. Now a simple combination of the 2 grade 4 exercises. Exercise for battement sapé. This is a preparatory exercise for the use of the ankle and the placing of the foot. The battement sapé is taken to dégagé. Développés with fouette à vadage. This is a combination of grade 4 développés devant and à la seconde, with addition of pivots to the bar as a preparation for fouette à vadage. Développés with rotation. In this exercise, the développé is taken passé derrière, passing through a retiré at the side of the leg. A basic movement for rotation is also prepared, and chassé-passé through 5th position is introduced for the first time. This exercise goes continuously to both sides of the bar. Grand battement is a simple combination which is seen to both sides of the bar continuously and combines a retire passé. The port de bras for girls uses a combination of side and forward bend, already prepared in grades 3 and 4. The setting for the boys' port de bras is exactly the same as the girls', but the turn to the other side has been slightly modified. The chapeau relevé to second is relevé to fifth. This training exercise is designed to continue the strengthening of the legs and feet and makes good use of the inner thigh muscles. The exercise is the same as the elementary setting, but is now taken on a different time signature. The exercise for pirouette is a development from grade 4 and uses a three-quarter turn as a preparation for a turn en dehors in the centre. By using the bar here, we are establishing the placing and helping to develop a feeling of security in pirouette position. The exercise for boys is the same as for the girls. We begin as before with a free movement exercise for relaxation. This continues the rebound action and the body turn, using both arms to the same side with the head looking back. Victoria will show you the exercise again, and you will notice that we are now looking for a stronger turn of the body. The swing of both arms to the same side is designed to help better use of body weight. Caroline and Natasha will now show you the port de bras, which introduces the arms in fourth crossed in opposition. The exercise incorporates classical walks, transfer of weight, chassé-passé, and rises. The boys' port de bras is the same as the girls, using the same music, but once again we have adapted the ending. Battement tendu with transfer of weight. This exercise includes a full transfer of weight en avant and a détourné with a three-quarter turn. This exercise establishes firm placing in the croisé and écarté alignments. The action of the head encourages the eyes to focus. This adage study includes a preparation for fouetté of adage and chassé-passé through first position. As Natasha demonstrates the girls' version, you will notice that this is the first time we have shown the first arabesque en l'air in the center. The boys' version is just the same as the girls', except that the final position has been adjusted. You will have noticed that the développé is now taken in the croisé alignment. We are now taking a single pirouette en dehors from fifth position. The quality of the music supports the strength needed for the pirouette. Rebecca and Natasha will now show you the continuous version. The boys have a different exercise. Here we have continued to keep the hands on the hips, as we feel that the boys need the additional strength from the centre of the back for turning. Pirouette en dedans. This is exactly the same as the grade 4 exercise, but is now taken with a quarter turn from croisé to croisé, followed by a 1 1/4 turn. The exercise is the same for boys and girls, and the use of focusing to the centre before the turn is the same as the major syllabus. Glissades. This is a progression from grade 4, using the glissades under and over in a series. Now Darren will show you the exercise, and you will see that the boys' arms remain bras-bas throughout the exercise. Triple runs and spin. Now we introduce the use of free arms on the spin and on the rise. The exercise can be taken travelling anywhere in the room or in a circle. Victoria and Lorraine will show you the exercise in a circle. Now a warm-up exercise for Allegro. Sautés and échappés sautés. The first and second allegros use a simple enchaînement of steps already prepared in previous grades. Victoria and Rebecca will demonstrate the girls' version. In the boys' version, the relevé in fifth position is substituted by a soubresaut. Second allegro. We are now building the height of the elevation. The exercise is exactly the same for boys, and we now hope to see the use of soubresaut action on the échappé. The third allegro introduces six cents ordinaires derrière, and the pas de chasse are taken at 3 different levels of elevation. The exercise is the same for boys and girls. Balancés. Girls. This exercise includes balancés en avant, en arrière, and de côté. It also introduces the balancé with a full turn and is taken en diagonale. Darren will show you a preparation for tour en l'air using changement with a quarter turn. For a change, we'll show it to the left side, although naturally it can also be taken to the right. Flying hop with change of direction. Here we continue the use of flying hop, now using a half turn on the runs forward. Victoria will show you the exercise again, when you will notice her clean sense of direction and purpose. step and hop with body turns. Now a free movement exercise for boys, designed for elevation and push off from the floor with a feeling of strength in the jump. It continues the use of parallel retiro and turn of the body. You will notice that the arms are the same as in the exercise for relaxation prepared earlier. This is a further development of the Grand Allegro in grade 4, designed for travelling and elevation. Rebecca will demonstrate the girls' version. The boys have the same exercise, but use fifth position of the arms at the end. Dance studies. Tarantella for girls and boys. Firstly, a study with a character feel to it. This is excellent for fast footwork and rhythmicality. Rebecca will dance for us. Here we see Natasha in a more lyrical and classical study in 3/4 time. Children have the choice of performing either of these studies. This study is designed for strength, coordination, rhythmicality and a sense of performance. Let's watch Darren. Rhythm and character steps. The character steps, dance and music are in Polish style, based mainly on the Krakowiak. They incorporate classical technique and provide a basic understanding of the court style as used, for instance, in Swan Lake, and therefore have a far more theatrical feel. There are no separate exercises for rhythms, as the feeling for rhythms should now be established through the movements themselves. Hop heel, hop toe, and gallops. First of all, I would like to show you the step in its solo version. The position of the hands on the hips is clenched, and now placed slightly lower than the waist. The elbows should be held forward without restricting the shoulders. This exercise can also be taken with a partner, with the boy always working on the left side of the girl. If he were in costume, he would be wearing a sword on his left side. Pivot and half break. In this grade, we are using the arm in the turning pivots and have added half breaks to the exercise. And as before, we are looking for a good spotting action of the head and eyes. We suggest the holibets are taught on the 3/4 time signature first. There is a choice of the use of the arm in this step, either on the hips or as used in the breaks. The style of this exercise requires a sharp movement of the head and feet, but the arms should remain soft and elegant. This step may also be taken with a partner, moving away and towards each other and then turning. We shall now show you the same exercise in 2/4 timing, and again there is a choice of arms. Stamp and clap with gallops. We will show the exercise in its solo version with Fiona demonstrating. And now, Natasha and Darren will dance as partners, travelling in opposite directions and crossing. The dance is designed as a solo for boys or girls and should be shown with a strong use of the head and upper back, with particular attention given to style and rhythm. This is the only grade in which the candidates have the choice of performing either one of the two classical studies or the character dance. We finish with the reverence.